I wouldn't say that, going through the whole process of giving birth to a child is easy. So that's why we had to take some days off. I needed some rest. Cynthia needs some rest. And I try to help out as much as I can with the baby. So that's why we took some time off, and I'm sure you guys understand. So we're back. We're back to screen printing. I have a couple of ideas that I've been thinking for a really long time that I definitely want to put on camera for you guys. So this week I'm going to bring one of those ideas to live. I think it's going to be a very fun idea. It's a new project that I want to start. And I know in the past I've been sucking at doing projects and keeping up with them, but this one is one that I'm kind of passionate about. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be something different. We're bringing something in different to screen printing, something that's going to make screen printing a little bit more, I would say, fun. That's the right word. It's just fun, because the ideas that I have are going to give a little bit more interest in doing something different. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. And today we're going to be in here basically catching up with some of the orders that were left from last week. They're still not late, but they need to get done. So we have a couple of one colors with size tags. We have a couple of one color left chests. We need to print out some film. We need to reclaim. We need to order emulsion and ink. You guys still have a lot of questions about the process. And I have a lot of videos that explain a lot of the questions that you guys have. So if I just hit you with the link to answer that question, go ahead and check it out. And if you still have a question after that, I'll do my best to answer it. But that's kind of where we're at. Very excited to be shooting videos again. I definitely did miss it. I tried to stay away from the camera as much as I could up until the day of Ari being born, and that's kind of where I was at. So I would say it was good to stay off the camera for a little bit, because having it with me every day, shooting every day, sometimes can get a little bit overwhelming, but not too crazy, because I do enjoy doing it. But that's just the nature of doing anything, I guess. So let's get back to work. So we are back at the shop, in the shop, back to screen printing on camera, because we really never stopped, or at least I never really stopped. While we were going through the process of getting closer towards the day of birth, I was definitely not coming in at all. But right after that, I was coming in for a couple hours every day up until, I was caught up. And, now that we did our first checkup of the baby and everything checked out perfectly and beautiful, I'm back at the shop full time. So we're going to start shooting videos again. And just real quick, speaking of videos, I have a fun project that I'm gonna start pretty soon for you guys, just to bring some creativity to screen printing. Ooh. Sorry. So as I was saying, I'm gonna bring a couple of videos that I've been thinking of that's gonna make screen printing a little bit fun. So we're gonna start shooting this week for that. And that phone call that I just received was from an existing customer that hasn't really called me in about a year, because he was working on opening a new restaurant and he was dealing with a lot of issues going back and forth. He owns 2 restaurants currently that are called La Santísima. I love that restaurant. They have really good food, and I should probably take the cameras tomorrow to show you one of the locations that are in Phoenix. And I'm also gonna bring the cameras in to shoot a little promotional video for the new restaurant that he just opened. So he needs like those side flags that are on the side of the road. They say like tacos or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna help him promote for that restaurant. So hopefully we can get a little bit of business there, because he's also looking to get t-shirts. And to me, that's very exciting. So he wants shirts for both restaurants, and he just wants to start working again. So all the files that we had for the customer are still on the computer. We still have them on email. I actually sent them a couple just now, and he's very happy with us, because the response, the return, everything is on deck. It's just like we never left. It feels like we've always worked with each other from for a really long time actually. And that's it. I'm just really excited. I'm very blessed, I should say, with a lot of the orders that are coming in, with a lot of the new customers that we have been getting thanks to social media, especially Instagram. That's been the #1 for marketing. And let me just tell you guys something real quick before I let you guys go. I've been talking to people about wholesaling homes again. So let me just tell you guys that today we're going to a meeting. My friend Alex invited me. He's the one that's probably in charge of putting this together. My friend Carlos Reyes, Alex Sainz, and Sal are gonna be there as speakers. So a lot of the people that have been in the community are gonna be in this meeting tonight. So it's gonna be a very powerful meeting, and it's getting some of the team members back together. So we're gonna start the venture once again. We never really stopped, we just slowed down a lot. And I'm very excited because now the people that are in the circle are willing to help even further than before with more information, and I think it's gonna have a better outcome this time around. So I'm very excited for it. We have our website up. I'm gonna put a link below just in case you guys want to sell your house, you know, we'll buy it. And also the Instagram, it's still the same one, but I'm gonna drop the link below just in case you guys want to see it. And just so you guys know, one last thing, the subscriber count currently is at 2,542. We did set the goal for 3,000 by June 1st. So we're almost there. I'm not giving up. We're gonna keep going with that. I think we're gaining a lot more subscribers than before, and I'm very thankful for that. So that's that. I just wanted to give you guys some information on what's going on. We do have a lot of work today as far as the screen printing and getting artwork ready. So we're gonna go ahead and figure that out and get ready for tomorrow so we can shoot the videos for the restaurant and help my friend promote. So that's that. Thank you guys. Thanks for your patience. We're back. I have a question for you guys. Have you ever encountered this problem where the customer provides t-shirts, for example, these American Apparel crop tops, and they don't fit on your boards, and you don't have the boards to fit the shirts in there? If you have this problem before, I'm gonna teach you how to solve it. So pretty much what I did here on this board is I drew some lines. I always have my center line, and then I did 2 other horizontal lines. You know, I went from inches from here to the center, from inches from here to the center, and then I drew a line where the top of the design would be. So all I did was brought this down, tap with my finger on the design, and then once I saw where the top of the design was, I drew a line across the board. So in order to print these t-shirts, what I did is I would set, by the way, the board has a little bit of glue on it, and what I did, now as you can see, we can see if the t-shirt is centered because we have those lines to guide ourselves from there. And then over here, let me put this down. All right, so we have our line going down, and then we know where the top of the design is. So what I did is I just pretty much laid down the garment nice and flat. And then since this is the top of the design right here, this line coming across, we got about 3 fingers on this crop top, and we want it to be right on the chest area because this crop top is kind of like a t-shirt at the top. We don't want it too low or too high. And everything looks nice and straight thanks to our lines on the board. And the last thing that I like to do is I like to warm up the t-shirt. You know, I give it about 5 seconds. Then I bring it out, and obviously the bottom of the shirt is going to stick to the board, but in between the front of the shirt and the back of the shirt, there's nothing sticking it. So what I do is just I do a little dab of the 375 adhesive, smooth it out, and you should be able to print now. And we can flash print that because it's not going to move on us. So I ran into that situation shortly after I shot today's video or explaining the vlog, and I thought it would be interesting to put it on there because not everybody likes to print like this, but it's definitely possible. And that is just one trick that you can use to make sure that you center your design on your t-shirt by laying it on top of the board if it doesn't fit on the board. So we have a lot of straight lines going on the board that will let us know we're printing the design on the t-shirt nice and straight. And the design's not going to move on us. The reason why I like to pre-flash the garment is just in case it's going to shrink a little bit on me. I like to shrink it before I spray the glue. That way, every single time it goes in there, it's not going to shrink anymore. So that's it. I thought this would be a helpful tip. And the print is going to look good every time. You don't have to worry about that. So hopefully, if you guys having issues with garments that don't fit on your boards, this can be helpful. Let me know if there are other ways that you figured out in the past if you don't have the boards to fit smaller garments.